Aloha Pisces, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages for March 2021. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Please do check out your Moon and Rising for an overall view. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that bell button. I do have something new on my website to announce. I'm starting a new program where you can do monthly membership. The first option is the Butterfly, $25 a month. You get a personalized video reading for the month and each week, so it'll come in one video. And then the second option is the Kuhio. And the Kuhio is everything in the first option with a 30-minute quantum clearing phone session with me. It's normally $50 by itself, so you normally get your oracle readings for free in that case. The third option is the Dragonfly, and that's $100 a month with everything from the first two videos, 60-minute energy alignment session and coaching session with me personally. And you guys, my session prices are $100 an hour for coaching, so you basically get the rest for free. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages for March 2021. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So Pisces, this is going to be a general reading. Oops, I want to get some Kuan Yin in there. Okay, there we go. So it may not resonate for everyone, so please do check your Moon and Rising signs. That's going to give you an overall view. Let's get some Palo Santo on the scene here. I've pre-cleansed your cards, and let's get to it. Please do like, share, subscribe, hit that old bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, so I very much appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I am really doing my best. I have a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers by June of 2021, and I'm at about 200, so we've got a ways to go here. Almost 200. So, you know, if you really like it, share it with your friends, okay? So that'll really help me out. Okay, so let's get to it. This is for Pisces. We're going to do a general overall view. Just so you guys know how I read intuitively, so sometimes it may not be the traditional meaning of a card. Also, Spirit sometimes will speak through me with a very specific message or a very specific situation, and if that resonates with you, that's just an indication to pay closer attention to the reading. So it doesn't mean that if it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't mean that the reading's not for you, okay? So let's get started, Pisces. So we have right off the top, we have Mercury, as this is the Keepers of the Light cards, okay? So Mercury, open communication. It says, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. So your major theme is flowing through Mercury and communication in the month of March, Pisces. This is fantastic because Mercury has just come out of retrograde as I'm filming this video. So it came out of retrograde on the 20th of February. And so it's moving forward into, you have a shadow period for 2 weeks. But communications in March are going to be easier. It's going to be important for you to speak your truth. I do feel like, Pisces, there are some, there's a weight to get off of your chest. There's some truths to be told, okay? There's some things for you to really speak, okay? To speak the truth. I know sometimes, Pisces, you guys are such beautiful, feely creatures, you know, you're in the stars all the time, so it's time to come back down to earth, and no need to escape. Speak up and be heard. Say your truth. And you know what? It doesn't matter whether someone else agrees with you or doesn't. It just matters that you say what's important to you, Pisces. And I feel like this is going to get the flow going for you in a really incredible way in the month of March, because your next card up is Cornucopia. And it's the card 11, if you see that up there, okay? Which also reminds me of, like, half of the Four of Wands card. So this could, this means wishes fulfilled, okay? So in the upright, you have an abundant harvest and great blessings, okay? So in all areas of your life, speak up and be heard. If there's a person, Pisces, that you're crushing on, and that if you're single and you want to go for it, go for it. Say something. Say your feelings, even if you've been scared, because you have an abundant harvest, the blessings. This is the wish fulfilled card. So this would be like the Nine of Cups, if it's in the tarot. Okay, so you're really going to be moving into this space of abundance. If there's a job you want, or a job change that you want, speak up. Say what you want, okay? If you're up for a promotion, go for the promotion. If you're up for, you know, if you need some help in your, to make your body the way that you want it, speak up. Say something, okay? So the point is to speak your truth, to communicate. If you open the floods of communication, Pisces, your wish fulfilled is secured in the month of March, okay? But it does require you to open up your levels of communication, okay? And this is throat chakra, so here in the world. And I also do think you're going to be speaking to people energetically as well. But what Mercury's talking about is not the Piscean Neptune in your fantasy situation. Mercury's talking about communicating right here on Earth, okay? And communicating with the people that you wish to have an abundant harvest with, okay? And it is right there for you. So this is very exciting, okay? And from the native spirit cards, they look like this. You got Spirit of Air. Okay, and this says, card meaning clarity and expansive perception of life is emerging. You're being advised to see life from a higher perspective. Clear out mental clutter. Breathe. All is well. Do not be concerned. The cobwebs are being cleared away. Communicate your truth. Double meaning. You can't make this stuff up, all right? Communicate your truth. Take care of details. Pay attention. And don't let things slip through the cracks. Take time to hear the truth of others. Spirit is whispering to you. Open your mind to see a situation in a new light, okay? And so we're going to look at the cards a little more. For some of you, Pisces, like I feel like, so what's coming through for me right now is I'm seeing this situation. This isn't a love reading, but this is a general reading, so it's coming up. So they're showing me this situation where there was someone, Pisces, that you really liked, that you really had feelings for. Those of you that are single, it was like you really liked, really had feelings for, and it's almost like they're showing me self-sabotage or silence. It's like you wanted to get the words out and to communicate how you feel, but you just didn't. And it's like that person either moved on, or you just lost communication, or you may have even been the one to like ghost them, Pisces, because I feel like you really went introspective. So if that's for you, Spirit's saying pay close attention to this message. They're really saying pay close attention to the energy of communication, because there is still opportunity there for you, Pisces, if you wish to pursue that, okay? So speak up and be heard. It is important, and your feelings are important. All right. So let's look at the tarot and see what this story is all about. So far, so good. It looks amazing, Pisces. And happy birthday, by the way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so right off the bat, I forgot I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot. The cards themselves look like that. And so they have this cute little card that is not a tarot card, but I'm going to show it to you because I forgot to take it out of the deck. And so you got this. It says, you are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. Okay, so Pisces, we're going to take that as an oracle card. All right, yeah. So, they're saying, I feel like you've had this time of introspection, again, not communication. You haven't been communicating well. I feel like you've been in your head a little bit, and Spirit's showing me that that's changing, okay? So now that Mercury's out of retrograde, I feel like you went into retrograde with Mercury, and I feel like that provided you, okay, so that's enough, that provided you with time to reflect, okay, and step back for a moment. And yeah, so Spirit's saying that was necessary, and now you're moving into this time of free-flowing communication, of getting your wishes fulfilled. Okay, so the first card out is Nine of Swords. This is a card of insomnia, sleepless nights, in your head thinking about too much. Yeah, so they're showing me this past situation. It is that. Okay. So either you couldn't get your words out and communicate, and you were all in your head. I'm going to show you the cards, and this, what I was picking up on earlier, this is what the cards that came out for the past position. We have Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords. Everything is fine. And the Two of Cups reversed. Okay. So this past situation, there was a botched relationship situation. Okay. There was a possibility for this Two of Cups in the reverse. It means that it didn't happen. There was self-sabotage. There was something. And this Queen of Swords, it's upright. So I feel like you've been taking this time to get some clarity. The Queen of Swords can be very cold. She is logical. She is at mastery of herself. She is at, she's going to cut through the bullshit, and she's going to be very clear. Okay? And so this mental clarity, I feel like either you, because you weren't able to communicate, or the other person went cold. Okay? And there was this search for clarity that you were attending to. Now, if you look at this, in here we have, looks like an eagle or a falcon, and the butterfly. Okay? And the butterfly, the eagle flies above to see the perspective, and the butterfly is of transformation. So this is saying that there's transformation that will come about. Okay? So in this past situation, we had this relationship, and it could be Two of Cups typically is relationship where you want to be all kissy-faced and in a relationship together and give the cup to one another. Okay? It can also be anything that you love. So if this was not love relationship, the situation may have been a job you love, or a person, like a friend. Okay? But essentially it's showing me that there was someone that wanted to share their cup with you, or you wanted to share your cup with them. Okay? And there was a sabotage moment. Okay? This card in the deck, they made two cards, and this is the Ten of Swords, and she also did everything is fine. So everything's fine is like looking at the phone, all these swords in the back. And so, and the Nine of Swords is saying there's some sleepless nights and guilt. Pisces, I feel like this is on your side of the equation, but I do feel like both parties have had equal sleepless nights feeling in this energy. I would say the energy was quite intense, that you deeply care for one another, but the communication, or they're using the word, they just flashed it in red letters, intimacy. Okay? I feel like neither one of you knew how to communicate through intimacy, Pisces, and I'm not talking about sexual intimacy. I feel like the sexual intimacy may have been the replacement for the actual communication and the actual intimacy. So both parties had a bit of a moment there. Okay? So yeah, next out was the Tower. And I feel like the Tower is in the past. Nope. Excuse me, sorry, they just corrected me. So those were the past energies. So coming up, wow, Pisces. Okay, so in the now, we have Tower. Don't freak out. Okay, we have the Emperor. And we have the Four of Wands. I feel like in the now, so either very recently, as in super recent past, or you're going through this now, or in the very, very near future, there's this Tower moment. This Tower moment is a surprise. You're also going through a great transformation. So the Tower is a shock. It's so this Tower, they're showing me, it's twofold. There was a destruction of something that happened, okay, whether that be that relationship, or if they're also showing me some of you may have had something happen in the workplace. Okay? And either you lost your job, lost your person, but there was a Tower moment. And in the right now, I feel like there's going to be this communication as you're learning to open up your mouth and communicate. There's this transformation that's happening. With that Queen of Swords, you're coming into this progression of clarity. And this Tower moment's going to shake you up. I feel like you're learning to communicate openly, and you may be surprised what the other person is going to say or feel about you. So we have the Emperor. Okay. And the Emperor, that's Aries energy. And then we have air energy right now. So that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And then we have Four of Wands. Okay. So Pisces, this is beautiful. So we've got this Tower moment's coming into the Emperor. I feel like this is twofold. I feel like for many of you, you're coming into your own, Pisces. You're coming into your own in business and your life. And it's like something is coming in to shake you up that is a really good surprise. Okay? Really good surprise. Once you learn to open up and communicate, they're showing that this Tower moment has led you to being able to be on a solid foundation with yourself. Okay? I feel like, Pisces, you may have been kind of focusing financially for a time, and this Tower moment is such that it's just a shock, or it's a pleasant surprise they're showing me. Okay, what do we have next? Yeah, it's a pleasant surprise that's helping to bring you out of a long journey. It's showing this this Four of Wands. This is saying this is solid foundation. It's the 1111 card, which is often the twin flame or divine counterpart card. It can also represent marriage. So you see these guys in the city doing their little picnic, but it also looks like they're under a wedding situation. And this could be with that energy of the Emperor. So you're either coming forward as the Emperor, or you have, doesn't matter whether you're male or female. It's just that energy of being in charge. You are in charge of your kingdom. You're in charge of your money, your finances, your mind's getting clear. Okay? We have this Four of Wands, this tower moment, and the Emperor here. They're moving you into, Pisces. We have Page of Swords coming in the reverse. So again, I feel like you're going to have to be the one to communicate, because this feels like someone else wants to say something to you as well. But with it being in reverse, there's like a truth that hasn't been told yet, okay? And so this truth, I'm going to just change the energy here, okay? So this truth and this communication, typically the Page of Swords brings in swift communication that is very truthful and honest. So once you start to communicate, this person's going to be able to say what they need to say as well, okay? We have Four of Cups. So this Tower moment's really going to shake you up. For many of you guys, I feel like this Tower moment is, I know that you need to speak up and communicate, but I feel like somebody's coming in to offer their cup for you. So either a cup of love or a cup of, for work. This is a gift from the universe, but you have been looking at all the cups that have spilled out. So the Tower's shaking you up. This tower is actually from the past. So whoever this person was, whether it be a lover or someone in your workplace or someone in your family that really got to you, I feel like this person, they're showing me the picture much clearer now, Pisces. I feel like this person from the past that was here, the Two of Cups in the reverse, this person really got to you. They got in a little too deep. It scared you, okay? And so if that's not for you, watch your other signs, okay? Because this is where they're going with this story. It scared you. It caused this Tower moment. It shook you up. But you've been growing in this period of time, of Pisces. During the Mercury retrograde and the last few months, they're showing me 6, so it may have been about 6 months ago. So you've been kind of focused on your work, trying to get to mental clarity, trying to get to balance, but it shook you up into being the Emperor. Okay, in that time frame, you were really looking at all these cups that had spilled out, and you were trying to figure out, how did you let another one get away? They're showing me the word of self-sabotage, okay, and it was through not communicating. But Spirit's showing you right now that this tower moment and this reflection that you've done, once you open those doors of communication, they're bringing you a gift from the universe. They're bringing you a cup. It may be that same person. I don't see that card yet. But they're bringing you the cup. And we have Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is saying you are at the end of a long journey. There's a cycle that's closing, okay? The Nine of Wands says, look, you have learned from all of those other situations behind you, and you've got just that one wand in your hand, and you're looking towards the future to move into a new cycle and a new journey. So Spirit's saying the old cycle's complete, so you can speak your truth, and you are safe to speak your truth, because it's going to lead to this Four of Wands, the stability. All right, Spirit, let's look at the future energies, near future. We have Eight of Cups. We went it up right. Okay, Knight of Cups. We have Two of Wands. We have Three of Swords. We have the Hanged One. Let's it up, okay. Ace of Swords. They had so many cards came out. Two of Swords. So many swords. And we have Temperance. Okay. So near future, we have Eight of Cups. All right. Eight of Cups, you're walking away from that which hurt you. Okay. And notice how she's walking away here. I feel like she's walking towards that cup that would be there to make the nine. Nine is the wish fulfillment, the cornucopia. Okay, you're walking towards, let me do it this way. You're walking towards your happiness, okay? That's happily ever after. And so you've learned your lessons. And so they're saying in your past relationships, jobs, situations, you have learned your lessons. So you are walking away from that which has hurt you, right? We have Knight of Cups. This is someone who wants to come in and communicate with you and give you their cup of love. They definitely want to communicate emotions. I feel like there's someone who wants to communicate their emotions, and you want to communicate your emotions to them. Because see how this Knight's holding that cup out. Okay, and this Two of Wands is you want to embark on a journey together. I do feel strongly like this energy has to do with love and romance, though it's not supposed to be a relationship reading. It's a general reading. The energy is pretty strong for that. So those of you that are resonating, this person wants to go on that journey with you. They want to move into the future passionately with you. For those of you that it is not love and romance, it's showing me that this normally be the Two of Pentacles, that I'd be thinking about a business partnership, but I'm really feeling like there's some sort of business something that could happen for those of you that has to do with a work situation. Next we have, this is pretty beautiful. We have the Three of Swords, the Hanged One, which is your energy, Pisces, okay, and we have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like with this, Pisces, in the near future, you're going to be healing from this heartbreak because you're going to see things from a whole new perspective. So this communication that you open up, or that is given to you, I feel like you need to open up the communication. You've gotten two cards about getting the weight off your chest. So in this reading, I feel like you're the one to offer to the other person, just for how this is coming out, because I feel like there's a truth that you need to tell. For some of you, I feel like that you haven't been clear with your intentions or wants in a situation. It's caused you heartbreak, okay? It caused a situation that had lots of potential to go in a way that was less than desirable for you, okay? But this is beautiful because it's showing that you are going to take a new perspective. Because look, the Hanged One is upside down in that tree, but notice there's no suffering involved here. Look at that halo around her little head, all right? Like, completely different perspective. Spirit's saying try a different approach. So whatever you did last time, no more beating up on yourself. Just try, like, do something different. Change one way of communicating, okay? Tell a little truth. That sword of truth. That's Archangel Michael, man, with the sword of truth. And so is allow yourself to have that. That Ace of Swords is communication, all right? So all through your reading, March is about communication. And what it's doing for you is this Two of Swords. You're going to be taking the blindfold off, all right? You're going to be you're cutting through. This one is blind justice, okay? So this one is, you're cutting through the bullshit, Pisces. You're cutting through, and I'm going to say it this way, you're cutting through your own bullshit. You know the numbers that you run, okay? We all have them. We all have our own BS that we do, and you're cutting through it. You're getting there. You're getting the truth, and the key is communication. So just take that brave step, okay? We have Temperance that has come up. And Temperance is all about patience and balance. And it's showing, look at this. Here's that Two of Cups. You have learned through your patience and balance. The sun is up. This card's beautiful. You've got the water there. So you are balancing yourself, water and earth. You've got the sun. The sun's the best card in the deck. You've got the Two of Cups here, pouring into each other. So no longer upside down. Okay, this outcome, no longer upside down. They're pouring into each other. But we have to take a balanced and patient approach. Okay? And let's find our total outcome for this month. I said this one. Okay. Yeah, perfect. We have Scorpio energy, death and rebirth. So Spirit's saying you are Phoenix rising. All right? You the outcome here is that you successfully will go through this death and rebirth. So you've already gone through the death cycle. I feel like in March you're going through the rebirth cycle. So through that communication, you are going to feel like a whole new person. You are going to feel like everything's going your way, Pisces, and it really is all about communication. This reading is so swords heavy. I mean, it's really all about communication and clarity, and you're going to be so happy to get the clarity, because I feel like your brain's been in a fog a little bit, because I have this feeling of these thoughts going on that's saying, oh my gosh, like, why do I keep doing that same thing over and over, and I don't want to hurt that other person, and I don't want to like why do I keep sabotaging myself? And Spirit saying that, you know, it's okay. It's all part of a process, and it's all part of lessons that you needed to learn, that the other person needed to learn, and you're going to be such a more effective communicator from having gone through this experience. Okay? And so Spirit's saying, you've got it, all right? You've got the harvest, and now's the time to get your harvest, Pisces. Okay? It's time to swim on over to that which you love, because there is these Two of Cups that want to pour into each other. Okay, you've got that in your outcome. They want to pour into each other. This one's the offering, and I feel like with it being upside down, you didn't get the offer out quite straight. Okay, but this is showing that offer, there's some magic in the heavens. Okay, look, the angels are working. Look at these cards together. So this Temperance, that's Sagittarius energy there. It's helping you to move in to your being able to pour those cups together, being able to balance yourself, your life, your work life with your love life. You know, you don't have to sacrifice one for the other. So if you've been focused on money, you don't have to sacrifice your love life for the other. It may just be that you that person is going to be like helpful to you. Okay, so it's like speaking your truth. Just get that weight off the chest. I feel like there's just so much that hasn't been communicated, and it's going to open the doors for you on both ways, because the advice from Spirit to close out your reading is mending. Okay, it's a 52 is the number, which leads to a 7. 7 is the spiritual number of truth. It's the number of truth, seeing clearly, the psychic, the seer. It's the life path number of being on the spiritual path. Okay, and you're mending. You've had that temperance. You're mending your heart. You're doing that together. The angels are working with you. Okay? And I feel like, too, with you communicating openly, getting that weight off the chest, this harvest is coming in for you. This wish fulfilled is coming in for you, and it's really going to mend your heart. Whether it be relationship, it's been relationship heavy here, but if it's something else, another situation where you felt like you didn't speak up and you weren't heard, the mending is going to really lead to this wish fulfillment for you. So it's going to be very, very beneficial. Okay? So Pisces, these are your messages. Take those to heart. Be brave. Okay? Spirit was very clear. Everything in your message has to do with clarity and communication. Communicate what you feel. Communicate your truth. What you're thinking. What maybe you were scared to say before, because you're coming into that emperor self. Okay, you're coming into that beautiful self-sovereignty, and so Spirit's really wanting you to open the communication and speak up with love. Be heard, and you will be heard, because it's leading to that wish fulfillment. Okay, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's what I have for you, Pisces. That went way longer than I intended, and so appreciate you. Happy birthday, and until next time, aloha.